Hey guys, I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new here. Before we start off with this video, please let me know what you guys think about the background. When this goes up, I should have already filmed. So yesterday I did this background and I completely filmed it all. And I done my wardrobe as well. So that should have been the previous video. So if you guys want to see how I created it, then I'll link that video down below. But yeah, let me know how it looks. I'm really happy with it actually. I'm glad that I have like a nice little background, very cute, instead of in front of my boring bed, because I don't think my bed's all that great, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. The only thing is, if I move, you guys can see the ring light and the camera, but I'm just gonna have to stand or sit dead still. But anyway, besides the point, today I am going to be sharing with you all my tips on self-care habits, little habits that you can do to make yourself feel a little bit better. You guys know, if you're a regular here, you know I'm all about kind of positivity. I love, you know, having a set routine, doing goals, things like that, but we're going to get into it more into this video. I would absolutely love to do a little series, kind of like a, I don't know what you'd kind of call it, a self-development series, I guess, because it is a huge passion of mine. I must admit, like, I really do love doing things that I can make myself a better person. So that's why I want to do this video today, because I just want to share these tips. I know that I'm always typing, how can I be more positive, ways that I can, you know, be more positive and etc. So yeah, today's video is going to be based on that. I have my coffee and my little notebook. Let's move my coffee. Should we move it here? Yeah, let's move it there. Hey guys, a little bit of a different scenery. Basically, I'm filming this part of the video here whilst I'm editing it. I'm literally editing it now, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but I had a bogey the whole time on my nose. Listen, I'm just real, okay? I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. During this time, I get so snotty. Like, I know that's horrible, but I'm just keeping it real. So there's no way I could keep that in the video. But what I'm basically saying at this point of the video, I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a background basically on why I've decided to go on this whole kind of self-development journey, why I've decided to put these self-habits into my life. When I was younger, I had quite a few issues, let's put it that way. When I was 14, or about 14, I went under CAMS, which is Children and Adolescent Mental Health Service, for those who do not know, and they diagnosed me with social anxiety. So basically I was just a ball of anxiety, an absolute ball of anxiety, specifically anything to do with kind of socially interacting. So ever since then, I've been finding ways that I can control my anxiety and get over it. It's been an awful long journey. It's been very tough. But that's why I'm making this video, because if there's someone out there that might struggle with anxiety, then hopefully you guys can try one of these tips and see if it helps you. But yeah, I just wanted to put that in because I don't want anyone thinking like this whole, I've always been positive, I've always been healthy-minded, I guess. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily healthy, but I've always been, you know, this kind of woohoo person, because that's not always the case. And it's taken me a lot of reflecting, self-reflecting. Anyone that knows me 5-10 years ago, you know, like, I was the complete opposite of this. So yeah, I just wanted to put that in. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I haven't carried on editing the rest of the video, so hopefully, fingers crossed, there's no more bogeys on my nose. You might see me again in a minute. Also guys, I'm very sorry I have a little bit of mascara on my eyelid. I know that's probably really annoying, but listen, okay, I'm just a regular gal. I don't really think too much into doing the videos, I just kind of like to do them. But I promise next time I will make sure my face is perfect as it can be and I have no bogeys on my nose. My one biggest fear actually was I would hate going to the shops. I would hate paying for something. I would always get my mum or my family to go and pay for something for me. Don't know what it was, but I just couldn't. I couldn't go to the till. And it wasn't until I worked in retail as soon as I turned 16 that I overcame that. Because I think it was kind of switched, and you know, I was on the authoritative side. So yeah, I always just used to be a whole big bundle of anxiety. So a lot of these tips are stuff that I have implemented. I don't know why I'm trying to come up with these big words, but I should stop. A lot of these tips I have done myself and have really helped. And don't get me wrong, I still suffer with anxiety every now and then, but I'm so much better, and I feel like I'm just so much more happier and positive. And during furlough, I have done a lot of self-development and reflecting and whatnot. I really think, although it can be quite harsh to say, I actually think for me, being on furlough for, I think it's been 7 months now, has been such a like holy grail. I really think like this was meant to happen, because I've just, it's done the world of good for me, put it that way. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna go straight into it. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So the number one tip that I'm gonna start off with, and this is probably one of my most important tips, is every morning write a gratitude list. So what a gratitude list is, writing things that you are grateful for, and it really makes such a difference throughout the day. And the reason why I say do it in the morning is because when you wake up, that is when you're at your most vulnerable state. Your mind is very heavily influenced as soon as you wake up. So, you know, you could have one bad thing. Think about it. If something goes wrong and you knock over, I don't know, coffee on your carpet, you're gonna think, great, now the rest of the day is gonna be like this. Like, oh, I can tell this day is gonna be a good day. So you automatically set the mood for that day. So if you wake up in the morning and start writing everything you're grateful for, start on a really positive note, then I guarantee the whole day you will feel so much better. At the start, I was writing 10 things every morning, 10 things every night. Now I've cut down to just as many things I can think of in the morning, because I'm not gonna lie, it can be difficult, but think about everything that you have got in your life that you can be grateful for. There are so many things like you could be grateful for. You know, I have a warm bed to sleep in at night, I have hot water, I have a shower, I have clean water, I have nice areas to go for a walk, I have coffee, I have XYZ, you know, there's so many different things. Number 2 is essential oils. Now that's a bit of a random one, especially if you've got a diffuser. I did have a diffuser, but along with the process of moving into our new home, we lost the cable, so I need to get a new diffuser. But behind me is some water and some essential oil mixed in, and you can do it that way and it just works just as well. Just obviously you don't get the nice steam. I think in there I got eucalyptus, I think. And I actually really like doing essential oils around the house instead of wax melts now, just because it really relaxes you. I can't say, I mean, I can't even put into words, like there's plenty of benefits that essential oils can give you, so many benefits, and you guys can look it up, but I just really find that lighting essential oils just makes you so relaxed. Number 3 is meditation. Now, when I was younger, I'd always think like meditating, like that's kind of, I imagine someone levitating, is that the word? Like floating upwards. And when I told my mum I started doing meditating, she doesn't take the mick, but she jokes that I sit there and go hum. But it's not necessarily that. I mean, you can do that if you want, but I don't even do that. What I do, I just focus on my breath, and it makes such a difference when you meditate. I feel like it's your time to just get rid of the thoughts and just focus on your breath. You can find loads of different guided meditations. I preferably like to listen to guided meditations because I do feel like it's easier to bring, when you listen to someone, it's easier to focus, whereas if you just kind of sitting there completely in silence, you're more likely to kind of think of different things and get distracted. Number 4 is listening to podcasts. Now, I have only recently been listening to podcasts for the past 2-3 months. And I like to specifically listen to self-development podcasts, but there are so many out there, so many. I guarantee one of your favorite influencers or one of your favorite comedians or TV stars has a podcast, and I just find it's a really good way to entertain yourself without having to look at a screen. I feel like when we're bored, we automatically watch TV, go on our phones, watch YouTube. But why don't you listen to a podcast? I mean, I must admit, when I was younger, I would always think, how can you just sit there and listen to someone talk? I couldn't really get my head around it. But I don't necessarily just sit there, listen to it. I will always listen to a podcast if I'm going for a walk. I don't listen to music now, I just listen to podcasts. When going for a walk, I do listen to music. I love music, but when I go for a walk, I just put a podcast on. It makes the time go so much quicker as well. If I am doing the dishes, I'll put a podcast on. If I'm just doing something around the home, I'll put a podcast on. I absolutely love listening to Ella Ringrose and The Manifestation Babe. They are very much heavily based on law of attraction. So if you guys like kind of that kind of spirituality vibe, then you might like them. But yeah, I don't really listen to like comedy ones or things like that where they're just talking to each other. It's just not something that I have interest in, but I do like to listen to ones that make me find a way to be a better person. The next tip that I have got for you guys, again, I've just kind of mentioned it just there, is walking. And I like to walk in the morning specifically. You guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, or if you have watched my videos for a long time, and you know I was quite heavily into the gym. I went with my best friend Nicola, we'd go to the gym together. But now I don't go as much, just for a few reasons. The gym that I do really like and that I went to is where I work, literally dead on where I work. And that's about 25 minutes from where we've moved to. So for me to keep driving to the gym just for like an hour, 2 hours, and then come back, it was just a bit of a waste of petrol. And I just found that I was putting a lot of pressure on myself when going to the gym, and forcing myself, you know, to kind of just, yeah, when the days that I didn't want to go, I was forcing myself to go, and it just made me kind of fall out of love with it. Don't get me wrong, I still love the gym, and I will probably go back when I probably will go back when I go back to work. And another reason as well is I have hypermobility in my knees, so I can't really do that many high impact exercises. And in the gym, when you're weightlifting, it's a lot of tension on your knees. So for me, I have found waking up early in the morning and just going for a half-hour walk, half hour to an hour, listening to my podcast, there's something so nice about waking up really early. Well, you don't have to wake up that early. I go about 7 to 8 o'clock. And it's really peaceful at that time of day. I don't really like going at like 3 p.m. just because it's so quiet. And the people that you bump into along the way, you might walk into some dog walkers, you just know they're like up and ready for their day, they're ready to smash their day. And it's just such a, like, I almost want to say magical, a magical time of the day to go for a walk. It hits so much differently. And I love. I am so glad where we live, because I'm so glad that there is lots of forest around us, and there's lots of woodlands, and lots of nature and stuff. So when we go for a walk, or I go for a walk, there is a park near us, and they've got loads of geese and ducks, and I love going there and sitting on a bench for a few minutes and just watching them. I never thought I'd ever be like this person, but honestly, it does make you feel so much better. The next habit that I've got for you all is to have a night and morning routine, or a morning and night routine. That probably works a little bit better. I will be doing specific videos on this, so I will film an updated night and morning routine. I don't know why I'm saying night and morning. It should be morning and night, but you guys get the drift. I do have a few on my channel, but like I said, I want to do a little bit more of an updated one, because I now have a set routine. And the reason why I have a set routine is it gives me a good idea and a good start to the day. So for example, in the morning, I will, again, like I said, I will do a video, but just so you guys kind of get an idea, I'll wake up, I won't even check my phone. I don't go on my phone for about half an hour to an hour. I like to get my thoughts together before I even go on my phone, because like I said, you're more heavily influenced when you wake up. So if you open your phone up and you see, I don't know, a not very nice message from your friends, or you know, you see something that you just don't want to see something on social media, I don't know, then you know, that's going to set your whole mood for your day. So I don't check my phone. I go straight to my living room and I do my gratitude list, where I write down everything that I'm grateful for. I'll then write any dreams that I have, because I have the most wackiest dreams, let me tell you. I actually think I've got like a dreaming problem. But a lot of my dreams are, I've noticed, it's a lot of stuff that I have deep rooted in here that I haven't expressed out here. So I tend to write it down. And then I will do some yoga, or I'll do a bit of exercising, or go for my walk. I will put the dishes away, I will tidy, and then I'll go on my phone and make some breakfast. So that's what I do for my morning. And the night's a little bit different. I won't go into my whole night routine, but the reason why I say have routines, like I said, just gives you a little set, something to look forward to in the day, I guess. I mean, I look forward to, in the day I look forward to having and doing my night routine, and then when I go to bed I look forward to doing my morning routine, and then when I do my morning routine I like to look forward to my night routine, and so on. The next one is find a hobby. Now I have mentioned this in quite a few of my previous videos. I think I mentioned it in like my fitness videos. Growing up I never had a hobby. I just didn't. I didn't find anything. Again, probably tied into a little bit more of my social anxiety, because a lot of hobbies include socializing, like sports for example. In school I just didn't want to do it, I couldn't. So I never ever grew up with a hobby, but it wasn't until kind of recently, obviously, I got into the gym, and I really liked the gym and exercising. For me, I find that having a hobby is something that takes your mind off your daily stress. It's something that you can go to that you enjoy, and you will feel so much better. My biggest hobby and passion right now is, and I'm so glad that I found, is obviously YouTube. I absolutely love doing YouTube. I mean, it does take a long time up of your day, and it saved me from being on furlough, honestly. I mean, you've got to obviously set up, look nice, film, charge the camera, whatever, film, edit, upload, export, there's a lot that goes into videos, but I love it, you know, and I look forward to doing it. As soon as I film this video, you guarantee I'll go and edit it straight away, because I absolutely love it, and it's a hobby of mine that I love to do. It takes me away from checking my phone, it takes me away from thinking about any worries or stress. So yeah, if you don't have a hobby, definitely find something. It could be, like I said, meditating could be a hobby. You don't need to go out and spend money, you can just literally sit on your floor and practice your breathing. Or going for a walk could be a hobby, or cooking could be a hobby. I love cooking. Okay, 2 more guys and then we're done. The next one is goal planning. If you are an OG, you know I love my goal planning. Goals are something that I think is so important, because it gives you something to work towards, and it keeps you a little bit more on track. It's been a saviour for me during furlough, again, because I could have easily just, you know, woken up at 10 AM and been a complete slob, gone to bed at 1 AM. But I have made sure every single week I set goals, and then every month, at the beginning of the month, I set bigger goals. I've done this in a video. Again, I'll link that below if you guys want to see, where I do talk about specifically what I do. But yeah, it gives you something to work towards. And I absolutely love Mondays. I love Mondays because Mondays are my favourite days, because it's the day that I get to look at what I've achieved in the week. It's the day that I can self-reflect. It's the day that I can create new goals, and it doesn't even have to be like major goals. Some of my goals, for example, like this week, organise my clothes and my makeup, or read 50 pages of my book. You know, it's nothing too hard. I mean, 50 pages of book sounds like a lot, but I mean, when you think I have probably I'm awake 16 hours a day, I'm not exactly doing anything at the minute. The last one that, again, I probably swear by, this is something that I have been doing ever since I was about 11, So I was just starting to go into secondary school. So yeah, 11. And that is journal. Journaling has been an absolute lifesaver for me. It's very good if you don't like talking about your feelings. And unfortunately, it's very, very dangerous and a bad idea to keep all your feelings in here, like I said, and not express them out here. So if you aren't comfortable with talking, because I never used to, I hated talking about how I felt. I just couldn't. I found it so awkward. I'm not very good at, I'm good at listening to other people's problems, but I'm not good at talking about my own without kind of making like jokes about it, like, oh, I had a sad day yesterday. Like, when really I'm like, oh my god, I had the worst day yesterday. So journaling for me just gets out everything that I feel onto a bit of paper. I will show you guys. Okay, so this book, this is my current my little planner that I write in every day, and I am nearly towards the end. So I wrote about, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's probably a bit dark, too bright, but a good chunk of the book. And I only started this in, I started this, when did I start this? Hold on. I started this on the 22nd of August, so 2 months, nearly 2 months, and it's nearly done. I literally write in here so much throughout the whole day. I write about my day I've had, I write about any worries that I have and my dreams, and obviously my gratitude list is in here. And it just, I can't stress how, if you don't like talking to people, please get a pen and a paper and just write. It might feel weird at first. No one's going to read it. I mean, if you've got respectful people around you, then no one's going to read it or just hide it. And just write, yeah, literally, just write whatever you think, and I swear make a difference. Okay, everybody, that is it for the video. I feel like I have non-stop talked. But I hope I've kind of got my points across. I hope that maybe one of these tips can help you. I really would just like to help people, you know. When I was younger, I wanted to be a paediatric nurse. But I never became one because unfortunately I just did not get the grades, and I just didn't work towards it really. So deep down, rooted in me, is I'm very caring. I just like to help people. So I hope I've helped one person, and I hope that if you try maybe one of these habits or tips, please let me know. Please let me know that if it's made you feel a little bit better. I'd love to know. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to make a little series. I mean, I could talk about self-development for so long. I mean, I'm currently also not research, would you say researching? I don't know if you'd say researching. I'm looking into the law of attraction. I've always known about law of attraction, and I've always kind of known the basis of law of attraction, but recently I've been kind of looking into the deep depths of them, of the law of attraction. So yeah, let me know if you want me to do videos about that. And yeah, I really enjoyed today's video, and let me know what, guys, I've said let me know so many times, haven't I? I'm so sorry, it's the coffee. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. You literally, I love every single comment that I get, and it just makes my day. I can't even tell you how much I'm so glad I started YouTube. It just brings me so much happiness. But yeah, make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already, and give the video a big thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. I hope you all take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Mwah.